Now, Tower Defense Simulator, its tutorial has changed. Now, because of this, I'm going to have to make a new account to play this on, just to test out the new game, obviously, to play new tutorial mode. So as you can see, welcome to Recruit, we would like to invite you to start out playing tutorial. Rewards, Demo Man, 600 coins, the images aren't loading. Is this just an issue with, no, okay, the other images are loading, but not the images here. How can I get the prompt again? Okay, so the images do load. Okay, so, welcome to Recruit, we would like to invite you to start playing out tutorial mode, Demo Man, 600 coins. Yes, sir. Let's go. So as far as I'm aware, they've actually changed some of the towers here. So this is a new account, obviously. So I'm going to assume that new players, when introduced to Tower Defense Simulator, especially because there's a Roblox event going on, there'll be things going on. So apparently the dialogues at the very start haven't changed, so that's fair. Scout and Sniper is not changing, very cool. That's to be expected, at least. So there's dialogue changes for the Wave 2. It says it fires slowly now, but has incredible range. Instead of they fire slowly but have incredible range. That's for the Sniper. Next, the dialogue changes on Wave 3. Originally it says I'm rewarding you with a Demo Man Tower. They're great for dealing with large number of enemies. It's now I'm awarding you the Demo Man Tower. Its explosive capabilities make it great for handling large swarms of enemies, except the "it's" there is incorrectly used. It's meant to be the non-apostrophized version, but they didn't do that. Weird. Now, there are changes to the Wave 3 structure. There are no longer hiddens on this wave. The game no longer punishes you for not being able to upgrade to hidden enemies. It's just that on Wave 4, it now tells you that there's going to be some hidden enemies. It looks like we have hidden enemies incoming. You got to upgrade your towers instead of punishing you for the hidden enemies to get to the end. Therefore, the enemies at the end really don't actually mean anything, and you don't actually need the medic to heal back the health. Well, there are ways to get like dummy boss to reach the end, at least from what I'm aware, but then the minigunner has been reworked, so it might not be the case anymore. However, there's also another change where if you click outside this area, originally what happened was that it was stuck and you had to go to this area, select the scout within this small circle here and upgrade it. However, most people, once they did this, they actually accidentally soft locked themselves when it was the case where you could just select the scout. But it's now been fixed where this UI disappears if you incorrectly select or outside of the upgrade box, as is the case for me. It's the same for the Sniper. This also had an issue when upgrading, that when you clicked it, you kind of soft locked yourself, except if you hovered over the circle and had the tower in range. And obviously there's a change in the dialogue saying, instead of saying good thing you upgraded your towers because there's a swarm of hidden enemies inbound, it's now good thing you upgraded your towers because we've got more enemies on the way. And then afterwards, they skip the medic stuff entirely. So the medic is now no longer required in tutorial mode. Poor medic. It got reworked and now it got removed from tutorial mode. If that's the case, I don't know. Instead of why the game doesn't teach you to use support towers, I don't know. Maybe the medic isn't the best of support towers to use, but definitely something like the commander would be useful, at least. Apparently, if you've misplaced the minigunner, it can lead to the tutorial boss getting to the end of tutorial mode and leading you to lose tutorial mode. I don't know how true that is anymore with the minigunner rework. I'm going to try and purposely lose. Oh god, camera shake. Yeah, I forgot it has camera shake. Always disable camera shake when in tutorial mode. There's literally no need. Now, even if the dummy boss makes it to the end, I don't think you can, quote, lose tutorial mode because it's incredibly hard for the dummy boss to actually get to the end with over 100 health. And even in this case, even though with a poorly placed minigunner, I still feel like it's going to it's going to get like there. Yeah, so previously a medic would have been placed here, so you could have shot it even if it gets past the minigunner, but because of the minigunner rework, that's no longer required. And the game no longer wants you to teach about the medic or support towers, it's just attack, attack, attack. Now, this took 6 minutes, but because there's less waves, and one of the waves doesn't require the hidden enemies to reach the end, I think the tutorial mode is now quicker, so grinding out the dummy boss may actually take, like, I don't know, an hour less. Even if were some reworks, it's just that there's an entire wave removed. There's no longer 6 waves, there's now only 5. Additionally, the Demo Man is actually part of the tutorial map now, because previously you got 600 coins as a reward, yes, but then you had to purchase the Demo Man, which was 350, so you actually only got 250. However, the lobby portion of this event, or this tutorial, has actually been removed. Now, I suspect that has something to do with the fact that there's the Hunt event going on right now, and that has weird interactions with tutorial mode, as it was the case back in 2024. However, what I'm also noticing is the fact that there is no... Where's the starter pack? The starter pack no longer exists anymore. Even in the developer products, there is no starter pack here. I'm aware it's called the starter bundle. Okay, so now... Okay, so after you rejoin the game, you get the starter bundle. However, it's 167... What? 167 hours. It's 7 days. However, the bundle itself is only meant to last 72 hours, not 168 hours. 168 hours is 7 days. So I don't know how accurate this 47% off is, given the fact that the coins of premium crates are now discounted, so is the militant, technically. The discount should actually be 53%, not 47%. But it's weird that the starter bundle for me is 7 days. I wonder if this is just me, because back in the tutorial mode, during the hunt event, it was also 7 days for me. I accidentally got it to 7 days, where other people got 3 days. I don't know why it says 7 days. I'll be totally honest. So technically, this shouldn't be allowed, because my account isn't verified to be over 18, and I could buy premium crates, for example. But yeah, that's really odd that the starter bundle is now, what, 7 days instead of 3 days. Additionally, you are still given the option to skip the tutorial mode if you want. Do you still get the badge, though? You still get the badge for not doing anything. Okay, that's just weird. And the starter bundle for me here is 72 hours. So if you skip the tutorial mode, it seems like the bundle is reduced to 3 days as it's meant to be. But if you do the tutorial mode, it's 7 days. But you don't get the badge. I mean, you do get the badge, but you don't get the demo man, or you get 600 coins, so that's fair. Also, you don't get the EXP that you get at the end of tutorial mode. And also, if you redo tutorial mode, I don't think you get the rewards from it. It's just super weird how tutorial mode operates nowadays. They removed the medic, the starter bundle's weird. They removed the lobby portion of the game of the tutorial mode, which I don't disagree. I disagree with. And I also disagree with removing the medic from the tutorial mode, given the fact that support towers are an important part of Tower Defense Simulator. I don't know. I don't like these tutorial mode changes. Just saying. Oh, 500 away from 1.7 million likes. We'll probably reach it by the end. Why these changes to tutorial mode were made, I have no idea. Obviously, the good thing is that the dummy boss is now easier to grind out. The 60 kills, which you're probably more than likely going to need. So instead of taking, I don't know, 4.5 hours, probably take 3.5 hours, probably 4 hours closer to that if you have to rejoin the game over and over again. You do get the accurate amount of coins now, as stated, plus the Demo Man Tower, plus the fact that tutorial mode is now speedy, probably means that more people are, I don't know, through their short attention span, are playing the game actually. Also, I think this will reduce the amount of people who fail tutorial mode. I could say fail in quotation marks, because what I think people are doing is that they see tutorial mode, they see how long it is, and they just quit the game entirely and never come back because of how long tutorial mode is. In fact, for some reason, the biggest drop-off is the sniper selected. So people select the scout, okay, see how long it is, and then they quit before the sniper selected. Additionally, there's a lot of people quitting when the minigun is selected, and then they quit before the tutorial is complete. It goes to show how long the game mode is, tutorial mode, for some players, and how much of them are quitting. So originally, it was actually 28% people were quitting. Here it says 72.0% of people were actually making it to the end of tutorial mode out of 118,000 players. And we can safely assume that these are players because there's only one person per tutorial mode. But as you can see, not even like, what, 6% of people don't even start tutorial mode. They join it and then they quit. Probably because they're joining through like settings, accidentally pressing through settings and then quitting. But yeah, I suspect that the amount of people who are failing tutorial mode is going to actually decrease somewhat. I don't know. Maybe not 28%, maybe 25%, or even 20% if the player base is actually smart enough not to quit. But yeah, very funny that originally 28% of people were failing, and maybe that's why the developers decided to like shorten tutorial mode so that you get more people converting over to playing the game. That, at the end of the day, is what the developers really care about, people actually playing the game, while actually teaching you the basics of Tower Defense Simulator. If removing parts of tutorial mode is the reason why people were quitting Tower Defense Simulator before they even started playing the proper game, so be it. I mean, as you can see from the chart, barely anyone was quitting at like the medic stage. Most people were quitting at the sniper stage and the minigunner stage. So perhaps people just had short attention spans. You never know.